This is John, and this is part 2 of the 59 Thunderbird J code restoration. Now, part 1 included AGM battery, 200 amp alternator, the puke tank, new radiator, new carburetor, tune-up, new manifolds, and let's see here, quite a few other things I've done to it on the part 1 of the restoration. So part 2 entails the underside. Now, the entire underbody was pressure washed 3 times. The undercoating was all scraped in the fender wells, right up at the fender lips, the top of the fenders. On the front fenders, the right front fender, inner fender was replaced, and then the splash pans, both sides were taken out, taken to metal, primed, and 2 coats of undercoating. So I'm going to go ahead and get under the car. And the gas tank was replaced, and a very detailed undercoating job. The rear end was serviced, the differential seal was replaced, a brand new brake job done on the car, and you can see up under the fender wells the work was done. I installed brand new brake lines and brake hoses. All the attachment brake brackets were removed and primed and painted. Let's take a look under the fender here. And I also replaced the gas line, and it's got a rear fuel filter, and then you can see how this is routed just as it was factory. Brand new shock absorbers. Now let me get under here. Okay, and let's see, just show up here the undercarriage. And that's the new seal on the differential. The drive line was serviced with new U-joints. And let's see here, and this shows the routing of the fuel line and the new brake lines, and you can see all the rocker panels were sanded and primed, and 2 coats of undercoating. The transmission was fully rebuilt, and I've got pictures of that. And it's a very, very clean undercarriage. Okay, then here's the drive line. It still had its original seal on the end of the drive shaft there. All the brackets were taken off and painted. The emergency brake cables were gone through, and new engine mounts as well as transmission mount. Okay. And I redid the whole steering suspension, so it's got brand new inner outer tie rods. And I installed a brand new ram hoses and rebuilt the power control valve assembly. And here is the routing of the brake line and the fuel line. All the brackets were taken off and refinished, and just as it was in the factory. And the underside was refinished. Still yet to go is the front new coil springs, upper and lower ball joints, lower A-arm bushings, and the upper shafts. That'll be on the third part of the restoration. New idler arm bushings. Okay, let's take a look at the photos of the transmission. And the transmission was fully rebuilt. Here's a photo of it. And they installed a complete master kit. Here's all the old parts. The original clutch discs were bronze, so this is correct for factory. And it was just worn out at 70,000 miles. So they did the complete kit. And he also installed a new front pump bushing and a new rear tail shaft bushing. And here's a picture of the tag on the transmission. This indicates a PBB 7003M. That is the large case Cruise-O-Matic. Now these are hard to come by. They were pretty much bulletproof for the era. They came out in the Lincolns, and they put it in every engine that had a 430. So that was your Lincolns, very few Mercuries, very few Edsels. And doing a complete brake job, new hardware, and turn the drums for the first time, new shoes, cylinders, and there's your photo of the brakes.